This team is going to win a title this year. And we need all hands on deck, all right? Let's go, baby.
Let's go, man. I need it from you. I need it from you. I need it from you from the start.
Make sure at all times we're playing harder than them, okay? That's the most important thing.
We have nothing to save here. Y'all understand that? All right, listen, we got to go get it. All right, we got to go get it.
It's got to be a desperate fight. There's nothing easy about it.
We have not given them our best, and you know that. We can show them. And then we can tell them. Every point counts, all right?
Let's just weather this storm, okay? Just weather this one.
They don't want it like we want it. They don't want it like we want it. They don't grind how we grind. They can't grind it out every minute, every second, every possession. Do everything right.
It has to be an absolute strength of one.
We know how to play basketball. Stay within yourself and within our game. Let's make a run. Let's make a run right here.
What competition's all about, okay? We got to weather the ups and the downs.
If you love pressure, if you love the big moment, this is the place to be.
Not 5, not 6, not 7.
The expectations were high, set from within and from outside. The reality has been much crueler for the Miami Heat.
They have what you call momentum, but, you know, we still got to play the game.
LeBron James, Dwayne Wade, and Chris Bosh stand one loss away from a devastating and shocking exit, with title dreams shattered for a second straight season.
We are coming home.
But understand, there is pressure on Boston.
Paul Pierce from way downtown.
To finish off this series and not give the opposition life. A spot in the NBA Finals is at stake. Will the Celtics advance, or will Miami overcome adversity to force a decisive game? Game 6 of the Eastern Conference Finals is next on ESPN. Miami, you have no margin for error. This dance could be your last. The task will be tough. In front of a hostile crowd, against the most decorated franchise in the game. Boston, a chance to further a legacy, with title dreams slowly coming into focus.
LeBron James has been on the losing end of the last 3 games when facing elimination, but it ain't his fault. In the 2009 Eastern Finals, Cavaliers lose in Orlando by 13. LeBron goes 25-7-7. Then, the 2010 Eastern Conference semis, LeBron's last game with the Cavaliers. They're top seeded, but they lose in Boston by 9. But LeBron has a triple-double. I know you remember him taking off that Cleveland jersey for the last time. And last year's finals, this time, Game 6 at home, but the result was the same. The Heat looked lethargic, flat, lose to Dallas, a championship on the line. LeBron did have 21, but 6 turnovers. LeBron James is 2-6 overall in elimination games, but his personal numbers are great. Almost 30 a game, 10 boards, and 8 assists. You're looking at Boston, Mass. Allegedly the birthplace of the American underdog. Really, Boston? Really? And in a city that does embrace the underdog like no other, this year's Celtics team has really endeared itself to its fan base. Once down 0-2 in this series, the Celtics have stormed back to take a 3-2 lead. For Miami, you know it's put up or get out in Game 6.
We haven't played, a whole game like we're capable of playing in this series. So, we might as well have one now.
When it comes to elimination game, it's a possibility. You try to do a little harder. You try to do a little better. But, you really try to think about the consequences, you know, because you can't let doubt creep in.
I'm not taking anything for granted, and I'm just really excited to go out there and play at least one more day.
We felt that we should have won the last 2 games, and we didn't for whatever reason. But that's the playoffs. You have to deal with those things, get over it. We put ourselves in a great position. Why not again tonight? But let's make it a different result. Our guys are coming into this with a very confident attitude.
Boston, a city proud of its champions. The echoes of legends past. But even you, Boston, must admit this group of Celtics is special. A rare combination of talent, drive, determination, heart. Boston, this series is yours for the taking. Grab it now, or beware the consequences. The moment is always fleeting.
When opportunity finally knocked, Boston leapt to answer. Reflexively grabbing both victory and series control. Yeah! Grit, savvy, timing, a finals berth possibly coming into focus. Miami is down, but hardly out. Burdened as always, their best is expected, demanded by this moment. Back home in the Garden, where the banners and ghosts have perhaps already spoken once, it seems a dream Celtic scenario. The options are sweet triumph or big-time troubles. What does Game 6 have in mind?
Anything is possible for Kevin Garnett these days. In Game 5, he was again dominant. 26 points, 11 boards. His 13 double-doubles in the playoffs leads the NBA.
Michael, one of the many questions for Miami after Game 5 was, where was Chris Bosh in the fourth quarter, especially defensively on KG?
Magic Boston's Big Three has not done a good job of closing out opponents. 11-13 in closeout games, but 9-2 at home. They're trying to rally from an 0-2 deficit for the first time since 1969.
In his career, LeBron James has played 8 playoff games while facing elimination. His teams are 2-6 in those games, losing each of the last 3. Number 9 awaits tonight in the Garden. LeBron James is averaging 29.8 points per game in the 8 games he has played in which his team has faced playoff elimination. Only 3 players in NBA history have a higher scoring average in potential elimination games than James, with a minimum of 5 games played. Michael Jordan at 31.3, Wilt Chamberlain 31.1, and Allen Iverson 29.79. That compares to LeBron James at 29.75.
We got to weather the upset and the downs.
You're looking at Dwayne Wade and Ronny Turiaf in the hallway. Wade's starts have been a little slow for him. He's only averaging about 6 points a game in the first half of the games in this series. Wade, the 2006 NBA Finals MVP, getting ready to take the floor.
Welcome to Boston on a sold-out TD Garden. It's Game 6 of the Eastern Conference Finals between the Celtics and the Miami Heat. Boston with a 3-2 edge and a chance to move on and play in the NBA Finals. Meanwhile, our brackets for the 2012 playoffs, congratulations to Oklahoma City. They're in the NBA Finals after their thrilling victory at home against San Antonio to defeat them in 6 games in the Western Conference Finals. 8 days ago, the Heat won an overtime game and went up 2-0 in the series, and many thought Miami was on their way to the finals. But Ray Allen and the Boston Celtics have come back with 3 straight victories to put Miami in this elimination game. Starting lineups, Udonis Haslem will start once again for Miami at center. Chris Bosh will come off the bench. Meanwhile, Boston going with their usual 5, led by Kevin Garnett, who has been brilliant throughout the postseason. And what an atmosphere, one of the best crowds in sports. They are fired up about their Boston Celtics, who are 8-1 in the playoffs at home. The only loss was Game 2 against Philadelphia.
Ron, no player has to play under the kind of scrutiny and pressure that you do. How do you stand and deliver the kind of performance you did tonight?
I just wanted to try to lead my team the best way I could. Whatever I needed to do out on the floor, I tried to be there for them tonight. And, you know, I'm glad we was able to get this win and now, you know, force the Game 7.
What is it like knowing that regardless of what happens with the team, the failure rests on your shoulders?
Well, you know, I just go out and just do what I've been taught, and that's to play at a high level and have fun with it. And at the end of the day, I won't regret anything. If I know I played hard and I gave it my all, I won't regret anything, no matter the outcome. And, you know, that's where I've been this whole season.
You exercise some demons in this building, but this is a proud Celtic team. What will it take to beat them in the 7th game? Well, I mean, it's a championship caliber team, and we're not going to celebrate about this win. We had to win this game. We wanted to win this game. It's a good win for us, but the series is a one-game series now, and it's in our building, so we look forward to the challenge. Congratulations. It was our pleasure tonight. Mike.
All right, Doris. He said he knew how much pain the Celtic team has given him over the years. He inflicted some pain tonight here in Boston. And has forced a Game 7. We'll have it for you on ESPN. Again, tip-off shortly after 8:30 Eastern. Key NBA Countdown. We'll have it all covered at 7:30 Eastern. As the Miami Heat with a dominant blowout performance here in the second half to even the series at 3 games apiece. Final score, the Heat 98. And the Celtics 79. Up next, Sports Center. Much more post-game reaction and analysis. For Jeff Van Gundy, Doris Burke, producer Tim Corrigan, director Jimmy Moore, and our entire crew, Mike Green saying thanks for watching. We'll see you in a bit on Sports Center.